Hello again, welcome back. Welcome to a new program, program 1117. All right, 1117. All right, and maybe we'll reach 1,117,117, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Lo dudo. I doubt it. I doubt it. Doubt it. I have serious doubts. También se dice tengo serias dudas. I have serious doubts that we will reach program 1,117,117. Because really, after program 1,200, I'm quitting. Ya está. Se acabó. It's over. The party's over. All right. Well, it depends. Everybody has their price. Richard, do you have your price? If they offer me a lot of money, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. So yes, I have my price. As long as it's siempre que sea ético. As long as it's ethical, of course. I have my price. But I seriously doubt that I will continue. All right. But in any case, let's finish page 87. On gain fluency, at the bottom, the last paragraph 800. There are only 200 paragraphs left. Wow. Are you ready? At the bottom of page 87. I own nothing. I own nothing. I live in a rented house. I drive a rented car. My TV and stereo equipment is rented. I've even rented a Christmas tree this year. Everything is rented. I own nothing. I own nothing. I own nothing. Poseo nada. O sea, no poseo nada. No tengo nada en propiedad. Todo alquilado. Hasta mi esposa la alquilé. Y ahora alquiler de esposas hay una agencia. All right. There's an agency where you can rent wives. All right. So, I own nothing. To own is tener en propiedad, poseer. Usamos mucho el verbo to own. En español, yo poseo una casa, se dice muy poco. Tengo una casa. I have a house. I own a house, sí se dice mucho. I own a house, I own a car. Yeah. But in this case, no. I own nothing. Fijaos como no hay doble negación en inglés. Poseo nada. O sea, no poseo nada. I own nothing. I live in a rented house. I drive a rented car. My TV and stereo equipment is rented. I've even rented a Christmas tree this year. Yeah. Alquiler de árboles de Navidad? Yeah, you can rent a Christmas tree and you take it back. It's an artificial tree. It's not a real tree. So to rent... En México ya dicen rentar, ya no dicen alquilar. Voy a rentar un carro, un auto. Voy a alquilar un coche. All right, I'm going to rent a car. So, but I own nothing, which is not true. I own a house, but I don't own a car now. I'm not using a car. I own my clothes. I own this shirt. But... the only important thing I own now is my house. Yeah. Well, I own 3 houses, by the way. Yeah. I bought them and lived in them, but I still have them. All right. To own. To own. All right. We finished page 87, and in a few days we'll come back to page 88 to continue with gain fluency. But in the meantime, it's the moment to reintroduce Luigi Barghini, the Italian businessman. Luigi. Seguro que no lo he hecho ya? You sure? Carl Polster, Se Casan Ya. Yes, I think we did this already. So I'm going to move on to a different person. Maybe we'll come back. But it rings a bell. Suena que it rings a bell. You remember talking about Anna Barghini and Karl Polster having dinner in a restaurant in Stuttgart. And Karl told Anna the story of his life, that his fiancée died in a traffic accident. ¿Te acuerdas? La prometida. All right, etc. It's más reciente, eh? It's more recent. Paula Eisenbach, la chiquita esta, la alemanita. She's a German girl, Paula. Paula Eisenbach. Yes. Paula Eisenbach is 22 years old. 22 añitos. She's 22 years old. Yes. She's in her last year at the University of Heidelberg. The University of Heidelberg. Heidelberg is a beautiful small city along the Rhine. It's famous for its beauty. It's similar to Toledo or something. It's similar to its beauty. And it's famous for its university. The University of Heidelberg is perhaps the most famous university in Germany. If it's the best university, I don't know. But it's certainly among the most famous. I think it's the oldest university. You know, the oldest universities in Europe are Oxford, Cambridge, Salamanca, Bologna, and Heidelberg, I think. And in France, I don't know, Sorbonne, but I don't know how old the Sorbonne is. I think the ranking in how old, I think Oxford's number one, the oldest university in Europe. The second is Bologna in Italy, and the third is Salamanca in Spain. But I'm not sure. That's your homework for tomorrow. Find out the ranking of your universities in Europe from the oldest, the top 10, for example, in age. But Salamanca is one of the oldest. Paula Eisenbach is 22 years old. She's in her last year at the University of Heidelberg. So she started when she was 18, and now she's 22. She's in her last year at the university, fijaos, the university, una universidad, escuchad, a university. No, an. University starts with a U. It starts with a vowel. But the article is a, not an. Why? Because we put a book, a table, a university, a European problem. We put a before consonant sounds, sonidos de consonante, no consonantes necesariamente, sonidos de consonante. Y an antes de sonidos de vocal. Por ejemplo, es un honor. Honor se escribe con H, pero H muda. Un honor, an honor. An honest, un hombre honesto, an honest man. H muda otra vez. An honest man, an honorable man. Okay. Y lo contrario. University starts with a U, but the sound is a Y. Y es consonante. Ya. Yellow. Universidad amarilla sería a yellow university. Suena igual. Yellow university. A university. A European. Un problema europeo, pero ese europeo es European. European. Por ejemplo, parece que tú eres un peón. European. Suena igual. European. Yeah, a European question, a European problem. So, Paula Eisenbach is 22 years old, and she is in her last year at the university. The, no the. The. El artículo determinado, the. El libro, the book. The pencils, the microphone, the table, the bookmarker, the pen, the apple, the. Vamos a the, no the. Pero sonido vocal. The apple, the airport, the aardvark, the honor, el honor, the honor, the honest person, etc. So, where she's studying, okay. So, she's 22 years old, and she is in her last year at the University of Heidelberg, where she is studying graphic arts, ¿y qué más? Where she's studying computer systems and graphic arts, sistemas informática or artes gráficas, where she's studying computer systems and graphic arts. Okay. She's from Munich. Claro, here you say Múnich. Mucha gente de Munich en inglés, todos miuda, Munich, como si hubiera K al final. In German, München, o algo así, München. And in Italian, it's strange. They say Monaco di Baviera, como Mónaco en el sur de Francia, Mónaco di Baviera. O sea, Monaco de Bavaria, Baviera. Yes. In English, they say Bavaria. The southern region of Germany is called Bavaria. Bavaria. In English. In Spanish, Baviera. In Italian, Baviera. But Munich in Italian is called Monaco di Baviera or de Baviera. All right. Strange. All right. Munich. Paula Eisenbach is from Munich. I think she's an only child. Hija única. I think she's an only child. Yes. She's from Munich in the south of Germany. Heidelberg is a town in Germany famous for its beauty and for its university. Famous for, memorize this sentence, okay? I recommend you memorize this sentence. Yes. Heidelberg is a town in Germany famous for its beauty and for its university. Su de ello, de su, its. My, your, his, her, its. El perro está con su hueso. The dog is with its bone. All right. And Heidelberg is famous for its beauty and for its university. And practice this sentence. Heidelberg is famous for its beauty and for its university. El segundo for es opcional. Heidelberg is famous for its beauty and its university. Famous, la pronunciación. Para que no digáis famos, como tanta gente dice aquí. Famous, fe. First letter, what's the first letter in the alphabet? A. Famous. Us, para nosotros, for us. Famous. So, yes. Heidelberg is a town in Germany famous for its beauty and for its university. Paula likes it very much. Paula likes it very much. Richard, yeah? Have you ever been to Heidelberg? No. Well, no. I drove a rented car from Munich to Cologne? I don't remember. Or not, to Aachen, Aix-la-Chapelle, in the north of Germany. And I was on the opposite side of the Rhine River, and on the other side I could see Heidelberg. But I didn't cross the river into Heidelberg. So, Heidelberg is basically most of Heidelberg is on the east side of the Rhine. My parents were on the Rhine. You see, I was with my parents. I was 20 21 years old. This was in June 1973. And we flew from Rome to Munich. And in the hotel in Munich, in the lobby, at the reception desk, at the front desk, my mother and my father, and my mother is 1.55 meters. She's not very tall. But my mother noticed a lot of very, very tall people. Said, wow. Said, why are they, and she said, they were German. And she said, why are there so many tall people? And a German man with the typical German accent says, no, this is a convention of the long people. Okay. Es un congreso de la gente larga. They said long people instead of tall people. And my mother thought that was very funny. Oh, the long people. I had never heard, for me, I never heard the long people, you know. But here in Spain, in Spanish, vaya tipo más largo cuando es muy alto. Se dice largo a veces. Long is a long person. All right. It is the convention of the long people in German. The English spoken with a German accent sounds very strange. This is very important. All right, and French too. But in any case. Now, Paula is in her last year, her final year at the University of Heidelberg. And she is studying computer systems and graphic arts. She's a very creative person. Very creative, yes. She likes Heidelberg very much. No, she likes Heidelberg very much. I like Madrid very much. I like Marta very much. Me cae muy bien Marta. I like you very much. I like teaching very much. I like this room very much. Así se dice. Lo que no se dice es I like very much this room. Claro, en español sí, me gusta mucho esta habitación. Me gusta mucho esta habitación. En inglés no, me gusta esta habitación mucho. Y suena rarísimo ponerlo antes. I like very much this room. Okay, we understand you, but it's completely wrong in English. Very much is always at the end. I like this room very much. And she likes Heidelberg very much. She likes it. Aprecialo mucho. Muy mucho, very much. She likes it very much. She lives in a flat with 2 other friends. So she doesn't live on the campus of the university. She lives in the town. She lives in the town in a flat with 2 other friends. 2 other friends. One of the 2 friends, one of them studies graphic arts too. And the other works in a fashion shop in the center of the town. In the center of the town, center. Estoy hablando en inglés americano, claro, soy americano. In the center of the town. Center, el sonido center puede ser pecador, escrito sin ner, center, like the Italian tennis player. But also centro. Center, escrito center, o centre en inglés británico. Center, we say center. The American center. In the center of the town means dentro del pecador del pueblo, no, dentro in the centro del pueblo. All right. In the center of the town. Americans and Canadians say center. The British, it's in the center of the town. Center of the town. The center. Mi amiga Vicenta. Yeah, Vicenta, in the center. In the center of the town. So Paula lives in a flat, in an apartment, with 2 other friends. One of them studies graphic arts too. And the other works in a fashion shop. Tiene de modas. Fashion shop in the center of the town. Paula spends all of her time attending classes, doing homework, and helping Tom. Ayudando a Tomás. helping Tom, an American student who lives near her in Heidelberg. Okay, so she's very busy. Paula is a very busy girl. And she spends all of her time, all her time, attending classes, doing her homework, and helping Tom, an American student who lives near her. No, an American student who lives near her, near me, no, near you, no, near Martino, near her, near Paula, in Heidelberg. So Tom, his name is Tom Sanders, by the way. Tom is an American, but he is living and studying in Germany, specifically in Heidelberg. All right. He's from San Diego, California. Wow. 10 hours, no more than that, 12 hours to fly from San Diego to, well, it probably takes 15 hours to go from San Diego to Heidelberg. But he lives and works, well, he lives and works and studies in Heidelberg. Tom is studying graphic arts too. Ya son tres. Paula is studying graphic arts. One of her flatmates is studying graphic arts. And Tom Sanders, Tom, the American, is studying graphic arts as well. All right. But, yeah, Tom is studying graphic arts too. But he is also working part-time for the Walt Disney Corporation. Walt Disney, as an artist for Disney cartoons. You see, Disney has a paid staff, a salaried staff for cartoons, but they are, depending on the situation, if they have a lot of work, they farm out the work. Farm out. Farm como granja o explotación agrícola. Farmer is granjero o agricultor. Farmer. But to farm out is externalizar cuotas de trabajo a terceros, autónomos. That's to farm out the work. And the Disney Corporation, depending on the project, they farm out some of the work. And Tom, the American, he's a very good artist, very, very good artist for cartoons, dibujos, in 3D incluso, in 3D, 3D cartoons. And so he works part-time. He's studying at the University of Heidelberg. He's studying graphic arts, but he's working part-time for Disney. And Paul is helping him because he has a lot of work. Disney Corporation gives him a lot of work. And he says, Paula, would you like to come help me? All right. So Tom receives a lot of instructions from the Disney people in California. Tom receives a lot of instructions from the Disney people in California. Yes, over the internet. All right. With these instructions, he draws, well, really with a computer, I think. He draws the cartoon characters and scenes. He draws the cartoon characters and scenes. To draw a character. Character no es un carácter. También character puede ser caracteres griegas, letras. These are characters. Character también es mi carácter, mi temperamento, my personality, my temper, my character. Tiene un carácter fuerte, is a strong character. But character is also personaje. In teatral o cinematográfico. The character. Or television, to play the character. Richard, yes. Have you ever played the character of Hamlet? No, I haven't. I've never played the character of Hamlet. Have you ever played the character of Don Mendo? No. La venganza de Don Mendo. No, I've never played the character of Don Mendo. Well, have you played any characters? Yes. In my school play, in high school, I played the character of an eccentric German doctor with hair in every direction, all right? And with a goatee, perilla y pelos, all right? An eccentric German doctor. That's to play the character. And Tom Sanders, Tom, draws the characters and scenes. Characters and scenes. Characters, personajes y escenas. Scenes. Escrito scene. Scene. Es igual que la palabra visto. He visto un avión hoy. I have seen a plane. He visto la escena. Ya forzando la cuestión. I've seen the scene. ¿Cuántas escenas has visto? How many scenes have you seen? How many scenes have I seen? I've seen 7 scenes. I've seen 7 scenes. Oh, you've seen 7 scenes. Así los americanos y ingleses, 7 scenes. Aquí es así, ¿no? 7, I've seen 7 scenes. All right. All right, scene. So, how much time? Oh, I've run out of time. I'll have to come back tomorrow with more. So, take care.